Payne from Payne Outdoors, and today I'm going to walk you through the install of the Yak-Power lightning rod, the powered 360 light. So you don't have to worry about AAA batteries and all that. You can hook it up to the 12 volt power supply that you already have that's powering your Yak-Power system. So let's walk through what comes in the box. So you're basically going to have what I'll call your landing plate. So this is going to install to the boat. And then you'll have this piece that's going to slide in right here, and then everything will connect in through that. So this is completely modular. If you wanted to just run your light, you could do that. If you wanted to run just one length of it, you can connect the light to the top of that, and you can do that. If you want to run all of it, you can make a big tall light, and it even comes with a flag that you can put on it. So we're going to show you how to install that. It comes with all of the things that you're going to need to be able to do that, and we're going to walk you through it. So the first thing that I would recommend is make sure that where you're going to install it is going to be able to reach your Yak-Power supply system. So this base right here, I'm planning on mounting right here. So I've installed a hatch in this Hobie so I can feel and make sure that there are no rudder lines or anything where I'm going to drill this hole. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the power supply cable up to where it's going to be able to connect. Now, obviously, I'm going to run this through the inside of the hull, but this has got plenty of length to it. It's probably, man, this may be 12 foot long. So plenty long for this kayak to be able to hook to my Yak-Power supply. That way, I've got it switched. So I don't have to get out of the kayak. I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't accidentally leave it on all day. I can just click my switch, turn that light on, turn that light off, however I need to do that. So I'm good on the length of cable. Now what I want to do is pick that spot where I'm going to install it and kind of line that up, and then I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to mark the base of this where this is going to go in. So we're only going to drill a hole that's big enough for this round receptacle right here. And so I'm going to set that right there, and I'm just going to kind of mark that. Yeah, that looks good. Mark it on both sides here and kind of see where I need to be. Yep. So we're shooting for right there. And we're going to get out our trusty drill, and we're going to hit it with a 1/2 inch. Anytime that you're drilling into a kayak, you don't want to push with so much force that you're going to end up going through the bottom of the kayak. Now this bit's not long enough to do that, but it's good practice to drill without a lot of pressure. Just let the drill bit do the work, just as minimal pressure as possible. That way when it goes through, you can just pull straight back up. There it is. And we're back through. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to feed this line through. So the biggest bit that I had was a 1/2 inch, and that's not quite big enough. I actually need to go up to a 5/8. So I'm going to use this paddle bit to be able to fit the end of the wire connection so we can send it all the way through. So I've already drilled out the 1/2 inch hole, so I'm basically just going to center the paddle bit. See if it'll fit. There we go. Okay, we're through. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this line, and then you want to align this gasket so that we can make sure, oh yeah, perfect fit. So you can see that gasket completely covers right there. So if you wanted to, you could put some silicone on the bottom of that gasket to really seal that up nice and tight. You don't have to, but you could if you wanted to. And then what you'll see is this gasket actually comes with a cover. So if you are not running the lightning rod on the back of your kayak, what you can do is you can cover this up right there with that cap, and that'll keep water and all that stuff out of it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this just as an additional safety measure, and I'm gonna put this all around the hole here. We're just gonna group it on there nice and thick. Now again, you don't have to do that, but figure why not be safe. All right, there we go. Line this up. Down right here. Line up my gasket. We are good to go. What we're going to do is put in these screws right here. So it already comes with all the hardware you need, just like all the Yak-Power products. It's got everything right there for you. So put these dudes right here, and we're just going to run them in one at a time. So now we've got that firmly mounted right there. We're gonna let that set, and I'm gonna go ahead and run this through the hole up to my power supply. Okay, so I've got to fish this cable all the way down to the other side of the kayak. So what I've made is, so this is an old fly fishing rod that's cracked. But the great thing about fly fishing rods is they're real bendy, so they can stretch and get around corners pretty well. And what I've done is taken an old wire hanger and attached it and made basically a shepherd's hook. And so that allows me to fish this cable through the kayak so that I can get it connected. So I'm going to feed this in here and grab it. The other thing that you can do is if you can't seem to fish it through, you can cheat a little bit, and you go ahead and run it all the way down if you can reach it. And you can see I've just got the end down here, and then we come down here, and I can actually grab the hook and loop it around there a couple of times, and then I can pull it straight back through without any issues. And there we go. That has got that portion of it, and then we just need to open up right here. I'll run this up. Grab hold of it. Okay, so we've got that, and then I just need to decide where on this box I want to connect it. Since this is going to be kind of my anchored light, my 360 light, I'm going to hook that up. Right like so to my anchor channel, and then we'll drop this back in here and we'll clean those wires up later. Now, so we have now basically hooked this up to our power, our Yak-Power system, and so we just have to decide, okay, how big do we want to build it? So I'm going to put my base on first. You've got to put this base plate on here so that everything can get aligned, and that adds stability side to side and front to back. And then let's go ahead and build it up as high as it'll go. So you just push down there, and we take the next one. These all have caps on them, and so we're going to push that in there. It'll be nice and tight, and then we take our light and push that in there nice and tight. Now you'll notice on this system you're going to have these O-rings. What I do is I have these little ridges right here, these T-ridges that come off, and you can connect these to feel more secure. Now this is pretty tight, so you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but for a little extra security, sure, you go ahead. And then you take these two connect them the same way, right there. And then what you can do is you can also connect the light. You'll notice there is another one here, and you can connect these two just like so. So you can connect all the way up and down. You don't have to. You know, if you wanted to make it shorter, you'd have to undo the O-rings and that kind of thing. But no big deal on that. And you just take them apart, reverse the process. Okay, so if you want to install this flag, the easiest way to do that is to take your light off the top and roll this cap all the way down, and then take the top loop that's actually put together, and we're gonna run that over top right here. And then, you see you've got Velcro here. You just stretch it down and loop it around. There's your flag. So that'll blow in the wind for you, and then you reattach your light, just like so. And then if you want to make doubly sure, take your O-ring and connect it right there, and connect it right there. And you are good to go. All of this will fit into the flag. So you don't have to keep up with lots of parts rolling around, they'll all store in the flag. But that is how to install the lightning rod from Yak-Power, the powered 360 light. If you don't have a Yak-Power system yet, check out some of our other links. We've got how to install it, all the different parts and pieces, whether it be a 5-channel, or you can get even down to like a 1-switch type thing. So if you just wanted this, you can install a 1-switch and be done with it. Super easy to use. It's plug and play. I didn't have to do any soldering outside of having to use that paddle bit. There's really not much to it, not anything super complicated. So you guys let me know if you've got any questions. I'm here to help. Thanks for checking out Payne Outdoors.